Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, September the 3rd, 2024. We welcome you here. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend and a great day off yesterday. I know it felt good to get a little rest, especially after a football weekend. I was ready to sleep a little bit. It's a fun weekend though, and we did have a great time. The tattoo gathering was this past weekend and it went very well. We had a great crowd there for the weekend, and we appreciate all our staff's hard work on that, and appreciate Brenda and your staff and everybody who put everything together, our police and fire and all those that were there to help protect everything. And I don't think we had any incidents that I knew anything about, at least nothing that I've heard anyway. And
I'm going to show you a tattoo.
There is not a tattoo here to see, I can tell you that. But there were some people getting them, that's for sure. But it was a very nice weekend, and I'm glad they had a really good time with that. As we normally do, we'll go to a moment of silence and our pledge. Before we do that, I would like for you to please keep in your thoughts and prayers the family of Mr. Lee Chase, who passed away over the weekend. Lee was the longtime CFO with Blue Ridge Electric here, over 38 years, I think, and was with Holly Farms, the Tyson Foods, and some other things. Well used our aquatics and fitness center all the time, was one of the regulars there, and just a fine gentleman, and we appreciate that. But and of course, Ron, his son, is still very active in our community. His wife was a member of First Baptist over 50 years, 51 years, I think. So he will be missed in our community. So please keep he and his family in your thoughts and prayers as we go to this time. Now, please join us, moment of silence and our pledge. Thank you. Please salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Our first order tonight is a special recognition. Come down to do that. I'll ask Cindy Day if she'll come join me. Cindy, the director of the Heritage Museum, and also a higher up in the Daughters of the American Revolution group. And we're going to proclaim the Constitution Week. We've done this for a number of years, even though Constitution Day is September 17th, and that week will be that week. We'd like to do it ahead of time. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll have something at our Charters of Freedom on the 17th day. So if you'd like to come out that day and join us for that, we'd love to have you. But this was in honor of Constitution Week, something that we all obviously are very proud of, and we're all that we all serve under in this world. So whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government in a republic dedicated to rule by law. And whereas September the 17th, 2024 marks the 236th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention. And whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate the occasion. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America, designating the week of September 17th through September 22nd as Constitution Week. Now, therefore, I, as Mayor of the City of Lenoir, and on behalf of the Lenoir City Council and all the citizens, do hereby proclaim the week of the 15th through the 22nd of September as Constitution Week in the City of Lenoir, and urge all citizens to study the Constitution and reflect on the privilege of being an American with all of the rights and responsibilities this privilege affords. We do this the third day of September 2024. Thank you. Thank you very much. Glad to have you as always here. I'll present to that. You want to add anything you'd like to say, you're welcome to.
Did we decide a time on the 17th?
We have
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? That'd be great. We just did.
We just did. Thank you. We really appreciate your support, Mayor Gibbons, City Council, and members of our community. This document is so precious to us. Read it. Read what it says. Know what it says. One of our members, I would put her up against anybody with knowing what's in that Constitution. It's our responsibility to know what that document says and to stand by it. September 17, 10 o'clock, Charters of the Freedom. Our chapter will do a short program down there, so please join us. And Mayor Gibbons will participate. And if you want to be part of that program, just let me know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do a picture. You want to do a picture? After the...
Yeah, that way we can have council down here. And
okay.
Each one.
Will you wait a little bit? Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm going to turn it over to the American Legion. Let me get back up here. 10 o'clock. And I'll turn it over to Mr. Herb Erto. Herb, will you please introduce your guest with us and tell us the special reason you're here. We're glad to see you as always.
Okay. My name's Irv Erto. I'm the historian for Post 29, Dysart Kendall, American Legion Post. And here I have our first Vice Commander, Wes Woods, our parliamentarian, Wayne Mihelic, and sitting there is Woody Henry Smith, who kind of started us off on this thing that we're going to do today a number of years ago. And we are here to recognize Police Officer of the Year for the City of Lenoir and Firefighter of the Year for City of Lenoir. It is a great honor for us to do that, and we don't pick them. The departments pick them, and so we feel that it's important that the community understands that some of the stuff they read, bad police stuff, that we got great police officers and great firefighters here. So I'm not going to go too far, but I'm going to ask Chief Starnes to come up. We'll do the fire guy first.
Okay. We'll let Ethan come up. Ethan McLean's who command staff selected as our Fireman of the Year this year. And as Ethan comes up, a little bit about Ethan. Ethan's been with us 2 short years, and in that time he's accomplished a lot. If you go back and look at the training he's completed. But what brought us back to Ethan was Ethan started his journey 7 or 8 years ago at a junior fire academy at Gamel Fire. Done that for 2 years, went on to be a junior fireman at Gamel. And now when they have the camp each summer, he goes back and volunteers and gives back to those kids to show, hey, you can go be a paid fireman somewhere. So that was what made Ethan pretty unique. So that part we thought was cool. So we decided on Ethan on top of all his training and what he did go back on his days off from Lenore this year when they had the summer camps, because they did 2 this year. He went back, participated at both of them. So we wanted to thank Ethan for his service and recognize Ethan for his great service. He don't want to give a speech. I don't know why. Okay.
We'll do a picture with the council too in a minute, as soon as we finish both of them.
And with this in closing, thanks to American Legion for this recognition, because you know it does mean something for the guys to be recognized. So we do appreciate what you all do and what y'all have sacrificed in the past.
Our privilege. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ethan. Proud to have you as one of our firefighters with the city. Thank you for what you do.
And I will ask Police Chief to come up.
Whatever his name is.
Whatever his name is.
You answer to a lot of names
I
sometimes.
do.
I just want to thank the Legion for honoring one of our officers and one of our firemen. We say it in meetings with council and our staff. Our greatest resource are our people. Council can give us 47 patrol cars a year and 2 fire trucks and all the equipment we can hold.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
They can't give 2 fire trucks. But without our people, all of that equipment would be worthless. And so we do appreciate you giving us the opportunity to publicly recognize one of our folks. So thank you.
Chief, we joke about that, but we know it's the people that make the difference.
That's right. That's right. We do jokingly say that. But this council has shown, along with Mr. Hildebrand and city leadership, that they are appreciative of the men and women who work for our city, and we appreciate that. We really do. The hardest part of this is picking one individual, because we are fortunate to have a building full of great men and women that come in every day. But this year, we have picked Corporal Miguel Zambrano. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He has served in the United States Marines. His highest rank in the Marine Corps was a corporal. He's a corporal with us. Let me correct something in the paperwork that we sent in. Somehow we ended up putting National Guard. To military guys, that becomes a big deal. He is a Marine Corps reservist. National Guard works for the Army. He was with the Marine Corps. They have their own chants and hoots and hoorahs and all that. So I had to get that correct. He's done several things in the Marine Corps. He's awarded several medals. He went to BLET in May of 2018, graduated from there, worked for the Caldwell County Sheriff's Department in the detention center for about 6 months, and then we hired Miguel in June of 2019, and he's been with us since that date, a little over 5 years. He's been awarded a City of Lenoir Golden Ticket Customer Service Award for repairing a citizen's wheelchair in June of this year. We will recognize him next week when we do our recognition ceremony, along with some others. He's attained his associate's degree. He's a certified field training officer through Training and Standards, and he's received his intermediate certificate through Training and Standards. He's a member of our special response team. He's on our honor guard. He's one of the City of Lenoir's bilingual translators. If the city needs somebody, he will come out and translate, and does that quite regular at the police department. And he also is a husband. I know nobody in this room probably realized, but his wife Stephanie's here. They're expecting parents. If you saw her walk in, you probably figured that out. But in a few months, they'll be expecting their first child. And so he does a good job. And when me being in this position, when you think about future leaders and future people that will have an influence at the department, he is one of those individuals. He's told us his goals. He says one day he'd love to be the chief of police here. And I've told him that's a great goal. He has started back working on his bachelor's degree to be prepared for down the road. And so we're proud of his dedication to the police department and our community. And we're proud that he's a member of us, because I promise you, with being bilingual and college educated, he could go to any department he wanted to in the state, and they would hire him tomorrow. And we're fortunate that he has chosen to work here. So, Miguel, please come up. He could. That's the truth. I am jealous of your beard. Anything you want to say?
So, obviously, I'm not a man of a lot of words, but I want to say thank you to American Legion, the City of Lenoir, Lenoir Police Department, my wife for always supporting me, and honestly consider this the city of Lenore and Lenore Police Department a second home for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait a minute, before we do that. Real quick, I'm going to ask Past Commander Wayne Mahad to come up and tell us about a very special recognition that the group received for that, and then we'll have some pictures made.
I had the honor to take the West Caldwell High School NJRTC to the National Convention in New Orleans, Louisiana, here last week. And the reason they went is they were the reigning champions, national champions, for the American Legion and the Color Guard for the JROTC, which was started just last year down in Charlotte. Well, this year they competed against 8 schools from Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana, and they took first place again. Not only did they take first place in that, but all 4 of those young men are members of our Sons of the American Legion squadron, and through their fathers and grandfathers' military service. And they competed against an adult color guard from Los Angeles, California, and they beat them too. So they brought home 2 national champions this year. But on top of that, we were asked to go ahead and post the colors and retire the colors for the Sons of the American Legion National Convention. And they did excellent at that. In fact, they were made distinguished visitors for the convention for the Sons of the American Legion. And like I said, Mayor, I'd like to bring them down here next time you guys get together and let you see what these young men are.
Please do. We'll make arrangements for that. We'll talk to, you'll let Shirley know, and our next meeting is the 17th, if you'd like to do it then, if that doesn't work.
I'll talk to them and see,
If it doesn't work,
because the
we can
school
pick
just
we can get a
starting.
date that'll work.
But
in the
they
next
did an
few
excellent
months.
job, and they, like I said, they took first place. They brought home 2 national championships.
We'd love for them to come, so we can honor them. We'd be proud of that, so.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Now, council, let's go down and get the pictures with, you want to do the police and fire separate together, or?
Can you open the door for us?
Let's do everybody else.
Okay. Then let's do the fire first. And then I'll get,
Actually, let's do fire, then together, then police. Then Cindy. I acted like I couldn't help it. I felt better about myself. If anybody wants to get pictures, feel free to walk up front.
Chief?
All right, y'all are lopsided. We need to.
Lopsided?
We need to get somebody on this side too. There you go. That's good. Ralph,
Chief,
you're.
come on in here.
Yep, there we go. Can everybody step to your right? And then come up this side. You ready? Let's go here first.
Okay.
All right, good. All right, I'm gonna do a couple with a flash. 1, 2, 3. And no flash. And 1, 2, 3. All right.
That's a lot of flashing.
Is that, oh, wait. Wait, hold on. This one should be no flash. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. Let's do a group one now with fire and police, with everybody. Do y'all want to be?
They didn't.
Yeah.
Memorialized in that.
Let's go ahead and get another one. Let's get that. American Legion. Sorry, one second.
Yeah, like I said, get your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
You guys are the one?
Wanna do another one? All right. This one's no flash.
So you say.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, all right. Now flash. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, let's add in police. That's a big crowd.
You Come right here beside you. There you go.
What's his name?
They can see me.
You know Don? You ready? Flash. 1, 2, 3. No flash. 1, 2, 3. Did you get yours? You good? Okay. All right, now fire can come out. Please stay.
Tighten up, guys.
Yep.
ALT, will you jump in here with us?
I will. Once we get this, you would like to get on the wild and everything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
Be on that. New family too.
We'll do all the pictures.
Here comes.
They got it.
You gotta get the picture.
All right, ready? Look at me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right.
Hi, Stephanie, come on up.
Y'all look good. Yep, yep. Todd, can you go to your right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. No flash. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. All right. So now council stay and let's get Cindy.
I don't think so. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Step back a little bit more. And then put Cindy right back there. And then wrap her shirt. Come up here.
Somebody gotta get in the front row.
I'm gonna block Scott.
Yeah, Scott, come over to the. We got everybody? All right, you wanna put your hand on that thing there. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then flat. 1, 2, 3. Joshua does Do you want one with your family, with council? That's okay. All right, Tyler.
We can do that. All right, we're gonna do a fire family. Thank you.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Sorry.
You want us out of here?
Do you want to get back in for the fire family? Or no? Yeah.
You want to, come on, please do.
While we're at it.
You guys are giving us a award.
Yeah, right over, yeah, on the edge right there. Let's go. Let's see. Step up. And then Kenny has a little bit. I'm standing right in front of you.
Take his wallet.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I can see everybody. And then no flash. There we go.
Good.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Maria, the pictures we need. Thank you.
And I'll see you the 17th.
I can only hold my stomach in so long. Are you going down Charlotte and see the game?
Hold out for a little while. See to allow them to come. Not knowing their schedule right now, I don't want to.
Glad hands all right.
My day, all our time.
Okay, congratulations again to everyone. To Ethan and Miguel, we appreciate their service to our communities very much. All right, we'll move on then on the agenda to, we do not have matters scheduled for public hearings this evening. So we'll move on to our consent agenda items consisting of the minutes for the City Council meeting of August 20th, 2024. Item B is a construction manager at risk. This is a agreement recommending the execution of an agreement with AIA document A133-2019 with JM Cope Incorporated for completion of the services for the campus improvements project for a contract price of $43,000 as submitted by JM Coke Incorporated. A scope of work is described in the attached agreement and further outlined in the attached Exhibit D document in the agenda packet. Item C is a naming of a shared driveway off of Leroy Lane. This is a recommendation of naming of Coyote Creek Place for a shared driveway off of Leroy Lane, as it is a driveway that will serve up to 2 dwellings and currently is without appropriate signage to allow for the E911 addressing and access to the properties. Item D is an authorization resolution. This is for the service line identification and replacement grant application. Recommendation for the council to approve the authorization resolution to authorize the city manager and finance director to execute and file the lead service line identification and replacement grant application for the fall of 2024 funding round with the state of North Carolina on behalf of the applicant. And item E is the proclamation for Constitution Week for the September 15th through the 22nd as presented tonight. Items A through E are presented, and I'll open the council for any discussion and or motion.
Mr. Mayor, make a motion that A through E be accepted.
I have a motion from Councilmember Perkins that we approve the consent agenda items A through E as presented. No other discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed. Thank you. That's 5-0 tonight, so we're missing 2 council members. Okay, we'll move on then to requests and petitions of any citizens. If there's anyone who would like to address the council, looks like everybody with us still is our staff, and we're welcome to hear from you guys. If anybody has anything you want to bring up, we appreciate what you're doing for sure. On that, if not, we'll move on then. We do not have any reports of boards and commissions. We'll move on to the report and recommendations of the city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mayor, council tonight, just some items for information. The annual sculptural festival will be held on Saturday, September 7th at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's going to be held at J. He Broyhill Park. Cruise-in will be held on Saturday, September 7th, beginning at 3 o'clock in downtown Lenoir. The City County Service Committee will meet on Monday, September 9th at noon. The Economic Development Advisory Board will meet on Tuesday, September 10th at 8:15 at J. He Broyhill Civic Center. The ABC Board will meet on Wednesday, September 11th at 1:30 p.m. The Lenoir Business Advisory Board will meet on Thursday, September 12th at 6 p.m., and that'll be 3rd floor City Hall. Also, the North Carolina Department of Transportation has their fall litter sweep, and it begins on Saturday, September 14th and ends on Saturday, September 28th. The public is encouraged to participate, and I don't know, Mr. Harris may put together a city team to go back and pick up a litter on the day, and we'll let everybody know that date and time when that will be held. Also, the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board will meet on Monday, September 16th, 6 p.m., and that'll be held at the Martin Luther King Center. And tonight, the item for council action has been withdrawn. That is rezoning from last meeting on Ellison Place. The applicant decided to withdraw that application, so no action is required by council. And that's all I have, unless there's questions.
All right. Any questions for Mr. Hildebrand concerning anything coming up? Anything else to be added from our staff that needs to be on the list here coming up? Okay. All right. On to our city attorney, Mr. Rohr, anything from your office?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I think we've already talked about the things that I had on from the mayor's office, so I'll look to any council members for anything. September's a busy month, so just keep an eye out, see what all is happening and going on. I know the hospital gala is this month, and of course we get started first with the Sculpture Festival coming up this coming weekend. And I don't know if there's anything else really at this point I was trying to think of in September. Probably missing something I didn't think of. Anyway, if there's nothing else to come before us tonight, we stand adjourned.